And AI save us time and push us to work differently. If AI could handle your routine tasks, what would you focus on? My name is Dr. Valeri Colón, and this is Atlassian Intelligence Plus Rovo.
Welcome to Atlassian Community-Led Learning, where courses meet community. More than just individuals in a virtual meeting, we're a thriving community of practice. Whether you're a seasoned expert or a curious newcomer, we invite you to share your thoughts and experiences as we navigate today's topic. If you have a question, ask it in the chat. If you know an answer, please share it. This approach moves newer users towards the inner circle, guided by those with more experience. To truly grasp the platform, we invite you to sign up for a free plan or join our demo site. Hands-on experimentation is the most effective way to learn. Let's embrace the opportunity to harness our collective knowledge, connect, and most importantly, have fun. Because learning together is a journey of endless possibilities. For information on where to view a recording of this session or download a copy of the presentation, please see the course resources.
All right, in today's session, we'll explore the capabilities of Atlassian Intelligence and Rovo. We'll focus on automation, generative AI, and Confluence, Jira, and Jira Service Management. We'll discuss how to leverage the ecosystem to enhance your team's efficiency through use cases and best practices. During the product knowledge transfer, join our demo sites and start exploring. I encourage you to click around, make tickets, just have fun with it, and then we'll have breaks along the way where you could ask questions. If you get stuck, we'll have breakout rooms, and just enjoy.
To create our foundation, let's build product knowledge. After that, we'll play a review game to check comprehension. Throughout the session, I invite you to share your thoughts and questions in the chat. Atlassian Intelligence encompasses all the AI-driven tools in the Atlassian ecosystem. As you listen, think about the project management tasks that consume most of your time. This will help you identify opportunities to integrate AI into your workflows. I've added a prompt in our course resources for you to try later in your favorite GPT. Remember, the more detail you provide in your job description, the more helpful the response will be. Atlassian Intelligence uses large language models to analyze team interactions and create a custom teamwork graph that maps work types and relationships. LLMs generate responses by predicting the most probable next word based on your activity data. While the concept of LLMs has been around for decades, their advanced forms have gained significant attention recently, transitioning from back-end processes to essential tools for business users. I understand that security is a top concern. Atlassian Intelligence, built in collaboration with OpenAI, uses internal models with robust security protocols. Your data stays within your system, respecting user permissions, and admins manage AI organization-wide. ISO certification is in progress. If you have any security questions, feel free to drop them in the comments or visit the website. What does this look like? Let's use RAG architecture as an example of an internal model. First, you prompt the system to perform a specific task. An agent then searches for relevant information in your knowledge base, much like looking for books in a library. In the Atlassian ecosystem, this knowledge base is Confluence. Next, the agent retrieves information from a pre-trained LLM. While the LLM itself remains unchanged once in place, the agent fine-tunes the responses. Think of this process like highlighting sentences in a book to construct an answer to your question. The concept of agents is important for understanding Rovo. Agents in apps like ChatGPT focus on the LLM and its connection to the internet as a knowledge base. However, nested within an ecosystem and with the addition of the teamwork graph, Rovo allows you to use, customize, and even create agents tailored to your business data and needs. I typically reserve ChatGPT for instances when I need to draw from external internet sources, use Copilot when I'm working on Microsoft 365 files for projects that don't involve task tracking, and rely on Bedrock when I need a specialized LLM. The difference between the standard AI features included in Premium and Enterprise Cloud and the Rovo product is that the standard AI optimizes internal workflows with features like Gen AI for content creation, contextual search, task automation using NLP, and virtual agents or chatbots. In contrast, Rovo acts like Atlassian's specialized ChatGPT. It offers deeper data integration and agents for complex decision-making. Rovo can connect with various external data sources like Google Drive and SharePoint, automate complex tasks, support diverse workflows, and provide extensive third-party app integrations, along with detailed knowledge cards for interactive data exploration. Here's a sampling of Rovo agents. Before making a purchase, consider how these agents can be used or customized to meet your specific needs, ensuring you gain maximum value. Think about how Rovo can solve a problem, accelerate a process, or replace existing customizations or plugins.
All right, now we're going to jump into our first activity. This is our whiteboard for just general activities. If you want to just get to know some of the concepts, there's different activities that you can play with. There's even a RAG architecture jumble here that you can unscramble. We're going to move over here, though, for a little bit of a quiz. If you explore around, you can also see the activities for the course that is after this one. To zoom in and zoom out, there's this plus and minus arrows down here in your bottom right-hand corner. That helps you zoom in. I have a scroll bar on my mouse that I just use. Sometimes I'll hit cursor and zoom in and zoom out. You can grab sticky notes and put them anywhere. This A is for typing. Let's see. You can insert Jira tickets, links. There's these stickers, which you're going to use today. Let's see what else. And those are the major things. Oh, to move the whiteboard, you click the right mouse button and hold it, and then you can move around. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Look at all of those cursors. It makes me so happy that you guys are in. That's the thing about these courses. Like, you listen a lot, but it's not just about the knowledge transfer, but actually using the tools and seeing what they can do and judging it against your own workflow to see if something works for you. So our directions here, I'm going to read a question that is up here to the right, and you have the answers A, B, C, or D. A, B, C, D. What you're going to do is go into your toolbar down here, click on stamps, select a stamp. It really doesn't matter which stamp you select. And then as I call out the question, you're going to respond by putting that stamp in the appropriate column, whether it's A, B, C, or D. And I'm going to make sure I locked all of these so no one accidentally moves them. All right. So the first question, what key function does Atlassian Intelligence serve? Does it manage project budgets? That's A. B, to provide marketing strategies. C, to analyze team interactions and optimize workflows. Or D, create visual designs. Look at them. It worked. Sorry, I get too excited. That is correct. It is C. Now, you're asking me, how am I going to remove all of those? Well, you could grab your own and move it back as your cursor, or I can just highlight all of them and look, boop, they go away. I also removed my letter because I didn't lock my letter down. So I'm going to lock my letter down and do it again. Look at that big thumbs up. Whoever did that, you're amazing. Okay. So I'm going to shuffle this out of the way so I can use it again later. Here is question number 2. What security measured is highlighted regarding AI? A, data is publicly accessible. B, data respects your user permissions. C, data is automatically shared with third parties. Or D, security is not a concern for Atlassian Intelligence. I just love watching all the cursors go. It's too fun. All right. Yes, the answer is B. It respects your user permissions. Next question. Let's see if I can clear this board. Whoa. Whoa. All right. How do large language models generate responses? They A, randomly guess words, B, analyze images, C, consult external databases, or D, predict the most probable next word based on activity. And that is right. The answer is D. I'm going to run out of space of putting these things places. Next question. Let me lock my letters. I'm watching Armando make a graph here. It's awesome. I'll try not to delete it. Next up, which tool is used as a knowledge base? Jira, Confluence, Trello, or Bitbucket? That is right. It is Confluence. So you're going to have a lot of ability to hook various different Confluence pages up to tools so that, like in Rovo, it'll grab the information that you put into that Confluence page to make it very specific to your org. Next question. What is the role of agents in Rovo? Is it A, create and customize tools to business needs, B, focus solely on data storage, C, replace all manual tasks, or D, provide only customer support? So this one was a little tricky because some of the things in the other answers, B, C, and D, are things it can do, but it's not the only thing it does. So it different databases within Atlassian. So Confluence has database does store data. You could use automation to report to replace your manual tasks, or you could provide customer support in JSM. But these are not the only things the Atlassian ecosystem does. And Rovos focuses on creating agents that are specific to your business needs. Next question. What distinguishes Rovo from the standard AI features? Rovo only automates simple tasks. Rovo provides deeper data integration. Rovo focuses on social media management, or D, Rovo offers no integrations. And that's right. B, Rovo offers deeper integrations. It connects outside. Standard Atlassian intelligent features don't go out of the ecosystem. Rovo does. Last question. Before purchasing Rovo. Now, I know some people are like, what? Why would you caution people before they make a purchase? Because I don't like buyer's regret and I like getting value from my tools. One of my missions in my work life is to increase people's use of their tools because there's a statistic out there that people only really use about 30% of their apps, but you pay for 100%. So I want people to use and get see that value on the return. So before anyone rushes out there to purchase Rovo, what should you consider? How it can be used or customized to meet your needs, its popularity amongst users, C, its compatibilities with video conferencing tools, or D, its design and colors. And A is right. The designs and colors do matter. From a marketing standpoint, they do spend a lot of time in developing that messaging. But really consider before you purchase any AI or before you invest the time in learning any AI, how it would meet your needs and work into your workflow. Some of them are really cool, but if you don't have the need for them, if they don't add value to you, spending the time to really get into them has a diminishing value. So that is Atlassian whiteboards. I hope you all enjoyed. Feel free to stick around. You can play in this whiteboard. This whiteboard goes on forever. There are different activities. You can copy things and paste them over to your own little section of the world.
Next, we'll demonstrate a workflow that takes us from project creation to user support while sharpening our critical questioning skills. Critical questioning helps us gather specific information, and combined with critical thinking, these skills are essential in the age of AI. With nearly 20 features across 3 apps, we have a lot to cover. I encourage you to check out our course resources for step-by-step instructions and the option to personalize your learning experience by zooming in, pausing, and rewinding as needed. Please continue to share your questions in the chat. Afterward, we'll have breakout rooms focused on each app, allowing us to slow down and explore the details more deeply. As you navigate the Atlassian apps, look for the bolt icon indicating automation, the sparkler icon for generative AI, and the chevron icon for RovoChat. If you don't see these icons but believe they should be present, it may be because AI isn't enabled for your access level or system. As these features continue to evolve, expect some changes. The goal is for all AI features to function consistently across apps, integrating AI into our workflows throughout the ecosystem. Gen AI navigation appears in three main ways: as an icon in a static toolbar, as a floating toolbar that appears when you hover over highlighted text, and via the /key. For full AI options, remember the pencil icon to enter edit mode. Whenever I start a new project, I begin by searching for any existing related documentation in Confluence. With AI search, you can ask specific questions or enter a topic, and it will provide answers along with the sources of that information. Don't forget to click the thumbs up or thumbs down icons to help improve the quality of the responses. Next, I schedule a meeting with key stakeholders to begin formulating the project plan. It's best to use a meeting app with recording capabilities. We have Loom available, but you could also use Zoom or Teams. During this meeting, critical questioning is essential for identifying and clarifying the key elements of the plan. The AI assistant in Loom can take meeting notes and document the next steps. I copy the meeting transcript directly into Confluence, where I can use AI to extract and refine the information into different formats, such as summaries, action items, and user stories. To enhance clarity, AI-powered definitions explain terms and acronyms. If the LLM recognizes a term, it will be highlighted with a rainbow underline. You can also create a glossary in Confluence for business-specific terms. By clicking the Summarize button, AI provides a quick overview. If you're satisfied with the summary, you can easily copy and paste it into your Confluence page. Click the pencil icon to enter edit mode. Then, highlight the text and prompt AI to list the decisions and action items. Through an iterative process, I prompt AI until I have a complete project plan. Atlassian Intelligence offers various predefined prompts, such as improve my writing or change the tone. You also have the option to write or ask anything. I'm going to provide a structured approach for custom AI prompting, also known as prompt engineering, to help you get the best responses from any generative AI. This is another form of critical questioning. Think of prompting AI like ordering at a restaurant. The clearer and more specific you are, the less likely you are to receive a surprise dish. You wouldn't just say food to a waiter and expect to be satisfied, right? Consider task, context, example, persona, format, and tone. You don't always need all six. Task clearly defines the action you want AI to perform. Use specific and direct action verbs such as create, summarize, suggest. Context provides the necessary background information relevant to the task. This helps the AI understand the scope and specifics of what you need. If possible, include an example to guide the AI on the expected outcome. This can be a template or a previous instance of a similar task. Persona helps specify the intended audience, or you can ask the AI to act a defined character. This ensures alignment with user needs. Describe the format in which you want the output. Include specific structures like table, lists, code, stories, and reports. Indicate the desired tone to match the communication style you want to convey. Let's discuss hallucinations, those moments when AI generates responses that don't quite make sense. If the AI hasn't encountered enough examples or lacks sufficient data, it may fill in the gaps with guesses. Noisy or dirty data indicates that the AI has learned from incorrect or irrelevant information, which can confuse it during response generation. A lack of context can lead to output that sounds convincing but isn't grounded in reality. If the AI isn't given clear boundaries or restraints, it may overextend its imagination, creating content that's more fiction than fact. However, imagination can be beneficial in the right context. Consider harnessing these hallucinations when you need a creative solution or some out-of-the-box thinking. Head over to our Confluence whiteboard in the course resource for some practice. Throughout my projects, I use Confluence whiteboards to brainstorm, gather feedback, and diagram workflows. The ability to insert Jira tickets helps streamline programming logic. Numerous AI features are available, such as organizing boards, generating summaries, converting information into tickets, and updating existing tickets. In the project plan, highlight the text and prompt AI to suggest automations. Then use natural language to set them up. This helps minimize repetitive tasks. Prompt AI to suggest user stories based on meetings and documents. Once the stories are in Jira, AI can help refine them by filling in any missing information and ensuring a consistent format. Now we're moving into the development phase of the project. Use natural language to search for related issues. Quickly get an overview of a ticket by using AI to summarize the comments. Set up automations using natural language, just as we did in Confluence. Ask AI to define test plans for product updates. At this point, you might be concerned that AI will replace your role, but you'll find that even with AI handling many tasks, there's still plenty of work for you to do. Now you can focus on the work that matters. Lastly, use Rovo to draft your release notes. At any time, use the AI in Atlassian Analytics to analyze and visualize the project's health. Now let's move on to Jira Service Management. Use AI to group and prioritize alerts. For answering Tier 1 questions or supporting UAT testing, connect the AI chatbot or agent to a knowledge base, allowing users to receive immediate answers. With AI-powered sentiment analysis, make adjustments to enhance user satisfaction on Tier 2 and 3 support. You can even conduct AI-drafted post-incident reviews, which brings us to the end of our project workflow. But you can access even greater functionality with RovoChat. Find the icon in Confluence, Jira, and JSM. You can customize and create your own agent without any coding required. When collaborating with teams that use other apps like Google Docs or Microsoft 365, Rovo offers a browser extension that allows you to keep your agents.
Did everyone survive that? I know that's a lot of information in a little bit of time, but it kind of puts everything into context as far as your workflows go. Now, workflows typically start with a task and an objective. So like I have to do a thing to solve some kind of problem or issue. In the video, you can start seeing how Atlassian Intelligence and Rovo fit within that sequence. But here are a few frameworks that'll help you pinpoint where AI can make the biggest difference. Root cause analysis and PDCA are perfect for finding and fixing core issues with AI. Think of them as detective frameworks, ideal for making AI tackle real problems. When we have big picture frameworks, think of business process reengineering and business process management. This helps us rethink the workflows from scratch, finding where AI can transform how we work. For efficiency hunters, those who want to maximize their time and think of productivity, lean, value stream mapping, and theory constraints focus on cutting out the fluff, highlighting tasks AI can automate to save us some time. And then there's design thinking, balanced scorecard, and operational excellence, which helps AI align with strategic goals and user experience. So improvements have maximized impact. Now, these are just a few frameworks that you could use to streamline your workflow. There are many, many, many more. Like I picked from a list of 20. So let's take root cause analysis as an example. I use this a lot in everyday work. The framework starts with defining a problem. So what problem are you trying to solve? What issue are you trying to accomplish, or what issue do you have? Say your team is facing slow ticket response times. The standard Atlassian Intelligence features can help collect data by highlighting when and where delays happen. Next, we list the possible causes. This is your brainstorming. AI can identify patterns using Atlassian Analytics. Maybe certain requests are frequently delayed or repetitive tasks are slowing you down. To identify the root cause, we can prompt Rovo with the 5 whys techniques to dig deeper. Basically, you just ask why, multiple times until the answer is clarified or you kind of drill down. Let's say the root cause turns out to be repetitive queries. With root cause in hand, we can implement a solution. So Rovo could deploy a virtual agent to handle routine questions, cutting down on response times. Finally, we assess the results. So you don't just implement a solution and then let it go. You got to see if those results have made that intervention has made an impact. So you can track improvements in ticket response time and user satisfaction. And then at the end, the last thing you do, say your assessment turns out favorable, then you document your process in Confluence to keep the insights accessible. By combining RCA with Atlassian Intelligence and Rovo, we can get to the core of issues and set up to work smarter and not harder in our workflows. We're going to go into breakout rooms. I'm going to usually we divide people into threes. Today, we're going to divide the people into twos. I'm going to take half. Caleb is going to take half. Caleb is going to review JSM and Rovo. So we're going to go through use cases and best practices, answer any questions. This is an opportunity for you guys to go off mute, to provide some feedback, to get to know each other, and do some networking. I'm going to take Confluence and Jira. Do you want to go first? Tell me what you guys talked about.
Yeah, sure. So we went over some of the primary use cases for JSM and for Rovo. Things like setting up your knowledge base management. That's pretty applicable to both JSM and Rovo. JSM being a little bit more built for virtual agents for tier 1 support. Rovo being a little bit more in depth and can have user behavior prediction. JSM use cases of performance analytics and reporting, Rovo with smart workflow recommendations, Rovo with also monitor and alerts on compliance issues, JSM for automating repetitive tasks. And then we also talked about, just some of the features and best practices for both JSM and for Rovo. Things like for JSM, creating queues that mirror your workflow, testing automations and staging. Make sure you are cautious when you are customizing. Document your automations. And then we talked about with some of the best practices with Rovo, things like establishing clear use cases before using Rovo, refining your knowledge bases regularly, because Rovo can link to many different knowledge bases, and then also giving feedback to tailor suggestions to goals. And then lastly, we walked through me building a new project in Jira Service Management and created a basic virtual agent workflow that would filter in any questions around legal inquiries. So the virtual agent would pick up on the fact that somebody was asking about a legal question and then escalate appropriately if needed, and then create a ticket, assign it to the legal team, and give you a link to the ticket that was automatically created.
Dave commented, yeah, y'all got a lot done. They did. So I'm always jealous of whoever runs our breakout rooms. It's usually members from our Connect Centric team. Two of them are out today, which is why I was hosting a breakout room. But the things they get accomplished in their breakout rooms are crazy. You started creating your virtual agent in the room. Thank you, Caleb. You are the master. In case anyone doesn't know, Caleb, go stalk him. He owns a record company that does video game soundtracks, which is always my cool, like I'm cool by association. He's also a product owner and technical PM for Connect Centric, and I work with him, but he also does some cool stuff outside of work as well. So I'm going to go through some questions in the last 5 minutes that we have in the chat. The Atlassian Intelligence and Rovo's features have not completed external assessments for ISO and certification as of October 20. Yes, I know this. So just want to know if there's any update on this to get compliance. So they're in the middle of it. They're doing all of the documentation and proofs that they have to do. I don't know when it will be done, and they haven't told us any additional information on that. I keep checking in on it as well. It could be a hurdle for, especially for our government clients, because they can't implement it without those certifications. Atlassian University already has a course on Rovo. Yes. And Atlassian University also pulls in this course as well and puts it on Atlassian University. So we do swap courses, and sometimes they have a course. I saw an interesting one on creating custom applications with Forge. If you're like a marketplace person, that might be one you want to check out. How do you ensure the data protection using Rovo for enterprise? When it comes to data protection and security, you want to read the official documentation from Atlassian, because I'm not going to do it justice in 3 minutes. But basically, the LLM doesn't collect any information and isn't trained on it. So once it's in place, it doesn't change until they upgrade or update it. But when they do the upgrade and update, they don't pull in customer information in order to do that training. All the information that you have in your system stays within your system, and it respects your user permissions. If you feel hesitant and like you don't trust it, test it. So I encourage people to test it and make sure, set yourself some limitations and see what information, and do a query and see what information it can and cannot access. You can control Atlassian Intelligence and who, as an admin, and who gets it and who doesn't. So you can actually disable the feature if you don't want certain groups to use it. Rovo integrate into the assets database, yes, and it can integrate into various different extensions. So there's a marketplace that various different apps you can integrate with Rovo. So we have hit 1 o'clock. In the links, there is an AI badge. All you have to do is go on and put a comment in the link on the community, and you'll earn the AI badge, and I'll respond back to you. So thank you all for coming. I will see you next time, and it's been a pleasure.
Thank you, Valerie.
You're welcome. Caleb, have a great week.
Yep, you too.